my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. Don't follow trends.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Right to the air is Willis. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now a dump off here complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Titans had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again to throw, Willis on second down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. 4th down, Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Carr now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? Any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Mac Hollins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. And then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact,
that's into double coverage and intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. But they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On play action, now Carr. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And got his man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to let it go again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
19 right.
From his end zone, Willis. Thrown across his body. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First and 10, Willis. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. 2nd down. Willis looks to throw here. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Anthony Averett picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. Looking deep for Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Now a play fake. Carr. A pass complete downfield to Renfro. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Amani Hooker. Past the 20. And the Titans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running left, it's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
On play action, it's Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Throwing now is Carr. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. He hits Adams complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, They're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Swift will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. But we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
A check down here for Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Titans. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top two options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through three. That was impressive.
Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform with 4 interceptions. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Carr going to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
On 2nd down, Swift. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And now here is another interception. And the Titans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. He's up to the 20. Now he's loose again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 1st down, Willis. And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage or make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Carr. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 75. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Now here's Burks on the jet sweep. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Willis. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
1st and 10, Willis. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little...
And the Raiders have got him. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the slant, Burks. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. Going on 4th down. Here's Willis. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
What now?
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 4th down, Willis. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 30, the 20. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Right side complete. That's Woods. And it's a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. He hits Adams complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40. 20. He will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
One of the most exciting plays in football. A kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Carr now on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at the 20. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Willis from the gun on third down.
And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Here's Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now Carr. Caught on the slant.
A Raider first down, Carter Renfro.
Here's Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
DeAndre Swift with his fourth rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Carr. And that is incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Carr to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and they've come in here and stolen one on the road. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Las Vegas, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on.
Yeah. Should I style now?